Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome if you're new. Today we're talking about the behemoth in the room, Skydance's Behemoth. As I'm sure you all know at this point, the game is releasing this week on PSVR2 and it's fair to say that this is one of the most anticipated PSVR2 games of the year. Arguably, the number one most anticipated PSVR2 game of 2024 for most people. So I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you guys about this game, give you everything you need to know and tell you what you should expect. We also know that we have a lot of newcomers to PSVR2 recently thanks to the massive discounts. Maybe some of them haven't heard of this game before and they have no idea why it is such a hyped game. So hopefully, this video will be informative to them as well. But before diving into today's topic, do me a favor and hit that like button if you end up enjoying the video, and if you're new here then consider subscribing to the channel if you're hungry for more PSVR2 news, reviews and discussions. Alright, with that out of the way, let's talk about Behemoth.
Thought I could be a hero. But heroes don't survive the Forsaken Lands.
So Skydance's Behemoth is a single-player action-adventure VR-only game developed by Skydance Interactive. Yes, the same studio that brought to us the legendary Walking Dead Saints and Sinners franchise. It's a new IP, and allow me to take a second here to applaud Skydance for taking the risk on this new IP, because as you guys know, in 2024, it would have been safer to just take a popular franchise and make a VR game out of it. Like they did with The Walking Dead, or kinda like what Vertigo Games did with Metro Awakening, or Survios with their upcoming Alien Rogue Incursion. I mean, there must be a reason why Sony seems to be only doing remakes and sequels this generation. So yeah, massive respect to Skydance for taking the risk, and hopefully it will be worth it for them, and I think it absolutely will be. So Behemoth is an original story set in the Forsaken Lands, a fallen kingdom haunted by a tragedy in which you play as an outland warrior named Ren, and embark on a quest to end the curse that plagues yourself and your village. It's a dark fantasy adventure built from the ground up for VR, in which the only cure is to slay the unslayable towering behemoths. The game is launching next Thursday, December 5th, on all major VR platforms, including of course PSVR2. It is priced at $39.99 USD, and it's worth mentioning that if you choose to pre-order the game now on the PlayStation Store, you will get some extra digital bonuses, which are the Ancient Hero Sword, the Thornwood Bow, the Behemoth Bone Axe, and the Bronze Grappling Hook. You should also know that there is a physical version coming in early 2025. Now, as I just mentioned, Skydance's Behemoth is indeed coming to all platforms, and that includes of course the MetaQuest platform, but fear not, Skydance Interactive is committed to taking full advantage of the PSVR2 hardware. The game will support eye-tracked dynamic foveated rendering to deliver a visually stunning experience that also manages to run at 90Hz native without reprojection. Not only that, but the game will also have headset feedback, haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. So like I said, they're taking full advantage of the PSVR2 hardware. In terms of game design, Behemoth is a linear game, but it's not strictly linear. It's wide linear. Think Last of Us Part 2. It will have tons of exploration, so you will be able to free roam, and your exploration will often lead you to optional puzzles and collectibles. But of course the emphasis will be on the combat and weapon interaction, which is at the core of this experience. Speaking of weapons, there will be plenty. You have swords, axes, shields, etc., and every content creator that had the chance to try this game earlier this year has stated that the weapons have a certain weight to them, unlike in Saints and Sinners where weapons felt very light. But just like in Saints and Sinners, here you will also have a stamina bar. Getting back to the combat side of things, it's going to be brutal, extremely visceral, and there is a special ability that when activated, it will allow you to do crazy over-the-top stuff, extremely brutal stuff, like literally punching heads off and cutting enemies in half. So you will have your fair share of decapitations and dismemberments in Skydance's Behemoth. Quote, use your supernatural strength in innovative bone-breaking, flesh-cleaving ways. Hack, slash, maim, sever, and rip apart your enemies using swords, daggers, axes, or even your bare hands, unquote. And even when your enemies are dead, just laying there on the ground, you can still unleash your rage upon them, resulting in a large blood pool. You also have a grappling hook, which seems like a brilliant mechanic that opens up so many possibilities for both traversal and combat as well. For example, you can pull off a tree using your hookshot, then attack your enemies with it. You should also know that there will be multiple types of enemies with different attack patterns and that use different weapons to attack you. so enemy variety should not be an issue, and they should always provide a decent challenge. Biome variety also shouldn't be an issue, as there will be at least 4 biomes to explore in the Forsaken Lands. Quote, from snowy tundras to swampy marshlands, the harsh environments may seem uninhabitable, but they hide swarms of treacherous marauders and other enemies howling for blood. Unquote. Of course, we can't talk about Skydance's Behemoth without actually talking about the star of the show, the Behemoths themselves. So there will be at least 4 Behemoth boss fights. Each boss fight takes place at the very end of each biome. You engage each Behemoth with your hookshot by targeting weak points. You climb the Behemoth in shadows of the Colossus style, and then you stab all the weak points until you finally bring it down. The size and scale of the Behemoth seems jaw-dropping. The description of the PlayStation Store claims we will fight Behemoths in the clouds. So yeah, that should give you an idea of the scale of these beasts. Quote, hone every skill in your arsenal to battle these Behemoths on the ground, in the arena, and even the sky. To defeat these massive threats, you'll not only need all your strength and stamina, but steadfast resolve. Unquote. And yeah guys, that's pretty much everything you should know about Skydance's Behemoth on PSVR2 ahead of launch. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for Behemoth or not, and if you're going to be there day one. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it informative, please do subscribe, like and share, and I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, take care.